What are 5 signs that you need to switch things up in your business? In this day and age, there are tons of us that are entrepreneurs or have businesses from home or are parts of MLMs, and we're often not getting everything right. It's just the nature of any business. And so, part of what I've observed over the years is how you would determine whether or not you do need to make a switch in your business. It's tricky because when you're starting something new in particular, you don't want to give up before you've given it a chance, given your first shot a chance, right? And we all know that there may be times, in fact, there are always times, in my opinion, where businesses, nonprofits, organizations need to pivot, to move with the moment, if you will. And so here are 5 things that you might want to look out for if you're wondering, is it time to switch something up in my business? The first is that you're working a lot and you're not making money. And I don't mean bringing money in. I mean, absolutely that. If you're not bringing money in and you're working a lot, it's time to switch things up. If you're bringing money in, but you're spending more, it's time to switch things up. Unless you're in the very first few months of your business should be bringing in at least $5,000 a month. And it's easy to scale most businesses to that point. And there are tons of great, amazing coaches out there. I can give you recommendations. I've had the benefit of working with several, and they can help you get to where you need to go. I'm your resilience girly, right? I'm the one that's going to help you have the mettle, the drive, the focus, and the actual stamina to stick with it once you've got the right formula down. But if you're not making money or you're spending more than you're making and you've been in business for a while, it's time to switch things up. The second thing is that you've been doing the same thing for months and you haven't seen a difference. So let's say that you've been trying Google Ads. Let's say you've been working on your SEO. Let's say you've been trying a particular email campaign with a landing page and you're not getting more email addresses, you're not getting more people biting on your landing pages. We've got to switch that up, right? If you've got a lead magnet, it's always got to offer more, or you're offering somebody something free to see how awesome your business is, and that's not attracting anyone, there's something there that needs to be tweaked because what you are doing is cool. I know it is. And oftentimes, if you've been doing the same thing for months at a time and you haven't seen the impact that you expected, that's going to be a time to switch things up. Third is that you aren't sure of even who you serve. One of the most critical elements anyone will tell you in any business is that you've got to learn who your audience is. Depending on who I'm working with, they call that different things. But the bottom line is, who are you trying to reach out to? And this needs to be as specific as possible. Martha Krejci, who I worked with, tells us that it should take us less than an hour to get that image in our head the first time. You can tweak it after that, but this isn't something you should spend weeks, months, or years on unless you're some large corporation with complex demographics and you're trying to do an analysis of the marketplace. If you're like me and you're trying to say, okay, who am I trying to support? Who is your person? Who is your audience? That, if you don't have that, it's time to make a change in your business. Next is that you're not sure of how you serve them. One of the most interesting conversations I've ever had as a coach was when someone complained to me that they weren't making money with their business. And so I asked them, well, what are the things that you were offering people for sale? And they had nothing. They didn't have a service. They didn't have a product. They weren't offering anything that anyone could purchase. And so obviously they're stuck further back in the development of their business idea. But instead of identifying the issue and saying, I don't know what I offer or what I should offer and how to price that and how to market that, they were just focusing on the fact that they hadn't brought in money. It kind of logically slipped their mind that the reason that was happening is there wasn't anything being offered. So if that's your challenge, make sure you're working in those really early issues, like what do you offer, who do you serve, and do it quickly. Because if you've been doing this for a while and you don't have that, that's probably really frustrating you. Because number 5 is that you're probably worried about money at this point. And that's nothing we ever want anybody to feel. Financial freedom is the name of the game, and time freedom is the name of the game. That's mainly why most of us get into gigs like this, right? We've tried the regular 9 to 5, and that hasn't really given us the bang for the buck that we were looking for, or we've outgrown that space, or we were blessed with an opportunity to get into this sort of space where you are working from home, making between 6 and 10 figures. And that is kind of the dream I think that a lot of us pursue. I think it's really important if you're worried about money because you need to make money, you've got to switch something up in your business really quickly because it's going to take you some time to monetize. And you deserve to have that peace and that confidence that everything you need is going to be covered. Now, am I telling you to get a regular job? Absolutely not. I'm telling you that if, as an entrepreneur, your business isn't a profitable one and you have those basic issues and questions, let's get you moving on that really quickly because the whole point of a business is to be able to offer a service or product. You are going to need to pivot. You are going to need to focus and make some progress towards the things that are important to you. What's of value to you is totally up to you. So maybe you're not here to make money, but you are here to make an impact and you're frustrated because that's not happening either. All those same 5 issues, just add impact instead of money, are the same things that will absolutely set you up to contribute and succeed. And bottom line is when we keep doing the same thing over and over and expect different results, that's the definition of insanity. So that starts to eat at you at some point. And the goal here is to get you in a position where you're excited, your business is paying for itself, it's paying you for your time, you're serving, you're making an impact, and you have found where all of those wonderful opportunities meet because it's possible for each and every one of you listening to this to make that happen. I hope that your business is doing great. But if it's not, here are 5 tips for things that you know will mean that you need to pivot. And otherwise, I will see you back here tomorrow, live around 5 for our Friday. And don't forget, tomorrow, as you move through your Friday, look for your unfollows that you're going to weed out of your life so you can increase your happiness.